And what's up, movie fans all over the world, and welcome to another episode of The Zone, TV Movie Entertainment, with your host, me, Jonathan. Alright, so, the weekend's passed, obviously. We had a big movie that came out this weekend. None other than Jason Bourne. This is the new Bourne movie with Matt Damon, starring Matt Damon, Alison Vikander, Tommy Lee Jones, and Paul Greengrass is back in the director's chair. Okay, so, is this movie good or is it bad? Because honestly, the last Bourne movie with Matt Damon came out in 2007 with the Bourne Supremacy. So let's see if it lives up to it. So in this movie, basically, Jason Bourne is once again on the run from the government, obviously. And this time he really wants to find out answers about what happened in his past, and obviously what happened to his father, and he wants revenge. And of course, you have Tommy Lee Jones leading the hunt for him, and you have Alison Vikander, who's a CIA agent, also trying to figure out what Bourne is up to, and where he's at, and what's his motivation. And they send an assassin to go after him. So, is this movie good or bad? This movie is actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed this movie. Now, Matt Damon, to me, is a good actor. He's very good in this movie. But he's been out of the game for a while. So in this movie, he kind of felt like, I don't know, he just walked out of bed, out of his trailer, and they told him, "Oh, Mr. Damon, you have to come out to do shoots." And if you watch the original Bourne trilogy, if you don't want to count the Jeremy Renner run, even though that's technically part of it, it's also an outside version of it, but I still like that movie for what it is. Anyway, it just felt like he didn't really had a motivation in this movie. He felt really like old and tired. It's like I guess it's because he's been out of the game so long. I don't know what it is, because when I saw this movie, I like the fight, choreography, but you know what? It could have been quicker. It felt like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 4, 5, punch. It felt like that, In the original Bourne movies, when he was a lot younger, he was just like all over the place and beating up people, He was like really, really quick with it. Now, it's like he's older, so he's out of the game for a while. So, I don't know. He should have done this movie maybe a while ago. Maybe before the Jeremy Renner movie. I don't know. It's just very weird to me. This is like, I'm not talking about it as a negative in this movie, but I just feel like he was just out of the game. It was just very weird. See, there's a difference between, a lot of people try to compare him to Tom Cruise. Oh, Tom Cruise should stop doing the Mission Impossible. No, the reason Tom Cruise is such in good shape and he does all those psychotic action scenes that he does in his movies is because he's always in the movie, He doesn't take breaks. When he takes breaks, it's like, okay, Mission Impossible, another movie, Mission Impossible. It's like that. But with Matt Damon, it felt like, okay, Bourne Identity, break, Bourne Identity, break, Bourne Identity, break, quit. And then a new Bourne Identity that has nothing to do with him, and then he's still like, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And Paul Greengrass comes back, and he's like, yeah, I'm back in. And then he's like, yeah, this is just too tough for me. But like I said, I still enjoy this movie. I mean, this is a pretty cool spy movie, Before I get to my negatives, let me talk about this movie, because honestly, this movie felt to me smooth-paced, It had a lot of talking in it, but it wasn't like you're at a lecture and you really don't understand what the heck they're talking about kind of thing, where you're about to fall asleep in your chair. It's more like you're intrigued of what the story is and trying to figure out, what, not only what the movie's about, but also trying to figure out why is this happening to Jason Bourne, because you want to find out as well, because, just like he is trying to figure out where he wants to go, what he needs to do next, you want to figure out too, or even try to do it before he does, and when you get to a certain point in the movie, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. So I actually enjoyed for what the story was. It's pretty interesting. The action scenes here, there were a couple cool action scenes. Like I said, Jason Bourne, I think, Matt Damon himself, I think he felt a little too out of it. I don't know, I have to watch it again to double check, but it just felt very, very weird. But you know what, I still enjoyed it. Tommy Lee Jones was a pretty cool character. He had a cool character in the movie. He had, he was head of the CIA, obviously, or a certain section of it. And, he did his thing, what he had to do, and then you find out about his character a lot more, and then you go from there. And then you have this assassin character, played by an actor, I can't remember his name, but I do remember he's from the movie Black Swan, the one with Natalie Portman. So he's in that movie. He was pretty cool, he felt like a kind of like a modern day Terminator. He kept moving. The guy was kind of old, a little bit older than when you expected an actor as a side character. But he moved pretty quickly in certain scenes, and that was actually pretty. I actually really enjoyed those moments with him. He talked. He didn't really talk too much because he was more of a yes, I got what I got to do. I know what I got to do kind of guy. But you got that vibe from him. But like I said, he was pretty interesting character. So I dug his character in the movie. But like I said, I enjoyed this movie for what it was. Is it better than the other ones? No. I still contend the other ones a lot better. Only because those movies were in the same time zone. Like, back when Matt Damon was a lot younger. It's not like I said, he's been out of the game for a while. Maybe if he does another one, maybe another 2 years, maybe he'll get back into it, get back better shape, get more muscles, do this and this and that. Maybe he should talk to Ben Affleck and maybe see how he does his Batman scenes, because honestly, I think if, there was a lot of internet people saying that, oh, Matt Damon could beat Ben Affleck. Yeah, no way. Ben Affleck now is like 40-something, and Matt Damon's like near the same age, and he'll whoop his ass. Don't worry about that. But anyway, like I said, who knows? If I had to score this, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's just, obviously, there's certain problems in this movie. There's a certain scene in this movie I didn't really quite get, like, for the context for what it was. It was just bizarre. It was just very weird to me. Like, a certain person in this actual environment was just very weird to me. But I don't want to spoil it for you, but when you watch it, you probably understand what I'm talking about. You might notice it, you might even not notice it, but it has to do something in Vegas. I'm going to give you that little hint. Wink, wink. Anyway, like I said, I enjoyed this movie. I liked it. I hope he comes back for more, because I think Matt Damon can still do this type of movie, and it kind of sets up for another one. Not really too much, but when you really watch it, you understand maybe there's more to this story with, Jason Bourne. So I'm hoping they make another one, and hopefully, he's in better shape, and also more dialogue, because honestly, in this movie, he didn't really speak too much. He was basically talk, out and out, doing his thing, and that's basically it. So, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. Did you guys see Jason Bourne? Have you seen the other Bourne Identity movies? Leave a comment below, let me know, and stay tuned for more videos, obviously. And click here if you're not a subscriber, and thank you, and have a good day.